Hello, everyone. Welcome to How Do You Spirit? And our special guest today is Sophie.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
And I'm Lori, and then Chelsea over there, my
Hi.
daughter. And we're going to talk to Sophie about her spiritual story. And Sophie also does Reiki, right?
Yes.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so square one. How did your spirituality, your story start?
Okay, I actually don't even really know where I want to begin because
There's so much.
yeah, I feel like I don't know if you can relate to this, but I feel like there's so many beginnings that you
That's so true.
don't even realize until you look back at it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, wait, all these little things that it was coming through.
Right.
And so I'm like, yeah, which one, where did it really start? So, okay, I'll kind of start with, I guess, the hospital because that's when, yeah, it really all got introduced to me. So I just, kept ending up in a mental institute because I would always, go into these manic phases where I just, wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't, want to eat. I would be staying up till 4 in the morning and then waking up at 7 a.m. And so clearly I would just be unstable and just be talking super fast, super just unaware, just nonstop rambling. And everyone's like, "What are you on? What are you on?"
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "No, I'm just on life." So I finally started realizing I needed to actually go get help. And so I went I was at a mental institute one time, and they woke me up and said that they were going to take me down the hallway and do Reiki on me. And I'm like, okay, what is Reiki? And so they take me in and they're like, yeah, pretty much we're just going to do this energy massage around your body. We're not going to touch you, just just going to be hovering around with our hands, and it's going to be just an energy massage. So I'm like, okay. I did not believe it in any way,
Right.
Whatever, rolling my eyes. And then she finishes, and I remember something very specific was she said, we just cleaned out the cobwebs of your soul. And
were you like, what in the
yeah.
heck?
And I'm still yeah, I'm trying, already feeling a little mental, but so that didn't really help. But it makes sense now. Yeah, it is the cobwebs of your soul. You just kind of have to go and just clean out the nooks and crannies that just get built up with energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously at that point I had no idea the context of that. But
So was that visit when they did the Reiki on you, was that a first, second, your last visit? Because you said you'd been in a few.
yes, so that was actually my first, and there ended up
Okay.
being 5 before I ended up realizing the whole just kind of solution of what it really was. And it was energy, stuck energy. And B, which I'll probably get into later, was caffeine. And then just not taking my vitamins and getting enough minerals and electrolytes and all that. So yeah, that was just the beginning of it. And so that is actually, I've never really thought of that it was the first one that the Reiki was
Interesting.
Introduced. So, and it wasn't any other, it was never even mentioned. So that is really crazy. But yeah, so when she said that we just cleaned out the cobwebs of your soul, she's like, go back to your room and just drink lots of water and get lots of rest. And so I remember thinking okay, yeah, whatever, I'm just in here anyways, just gonna sleep anyways. But I literally ended up sleeping 24 hours straight. I remember.
Oh my gosh.
I was out and just had the deepest sleep. And I remember it was I woke up in my dream, it felt and it seemed like I was in heaven. And I don't know, I can't even really explain why I knew it was heaven, but there was these 2 little girls that were coming and pulling me away. And I remember
from heaven or pulling you,
pulling me to heaven.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
pulling me away.
Yeah.
Just into heaven. And And so I remember looking that up like about a year after I got out of the hospital, just like what the symbolism of that could have meant. And it did say like two little girls symbolize angels normally, and so I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it was like them pulling me away from just like this like tough time I was going through, and just like and pull from this energy that like yeah like was literally leaving my body from the Reiki. So it was just like times like that that just kind of started like slowly introducing me, because like I still was just like, huh, like that was kind of weird, and like I did feel kind of better after that,
Yeah.
but didn't like there was like no like huge thing yet.
So you talk about there's several occasions. So the whole mental hospital and the Reiki would be one start to an
Yes.
introduction into spirituality. So what would be the next story you can share with us that would also be a part of that spiritual awakening?
So okay, when I was little, I think I was about in 6th grade when my grandma died, and I remember um I was like crying myself to sleep one night and just missing her about a couple days after she passed away, and I remember just feeling her hand in my hand, and it
Yes.
wasn't like an actual like physical feeling, but
Right.
like
Like an energy
yeah,
kind of
like I
thing.
felt
Yeah.
like it was her hand specifically.
Uh-huh.
And then it started freaking me out, and so I was comforting, but like I still was like, hey, like
What
that's
is
like yeah,
going
that's like scary.
on?
So I felt her like move to the corner of the room, and like
Uh-huh.
she was just like standing over there, and it wasn't like a like I said, I couldn't see her, I couldn't like actually hear her, but I could just like feel her transmitting like
You
to
just
me.
knew she was there.
Yes, and like
Mm-hmm.
almost like telepathically. Like now
Yeah.
that I'm like older, I can like understand it better. That like she was just like telling me like I'm okay, and like it's okay, I'm with you. And so then I remember I had to like kind of like just like lay there until I had the courage to like get up and run down the hallway and like go tell my mom. And like I was just like crying like grandma's in there, grandma's in there.
Did it scare you?
Yeah, because it was so scary. Yeah, like, and that's what like it like because and like my mom's like it's not scary. Like she's just like there comforting you. Like she understood that like clearly it was like
That's good that she supported you in that moment because so many kids today um, have these experiences and then the parents are like, oh, you're crazy or this or that. So
yes.
I think that's huge
Hmm.
when parents actually acknowledge when children have these spiritual awakenings, or I don't know what you call them,
Encounters.
encounters. Yes, that's the
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
perfect, because my daughter Star was very, very intuitive at a very young age, and I supported her.
Hmm.
And, to have a child grow up being told they're crazy because of these spiritual experiences they're
Yeah.
having, then we get, brains get so wired at a young age. But anyway, go on.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's like it was huge that like because I still don't understand obviously at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah when I as I got older though I did notice like every time someone would pass away like close to me, then there would be like kind of something that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in middle school, my sister's boyfriend passed away on a four-wheeler accident, and I went down to her bedroom, and I was just like standing there bawling because she had like pictures like all over her room of like pictures of him and her,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just taped all over. And then I'm standing there in the center of the room, and I just like hear something behind me, and I look back, and the one picture that I happen to be in was like in this cardboard cutout, because we happened to be in Vegas the year before for spring break on the Stratosphere, and so we got
Mm-hmm.
like the cutouts. And I look back and I see the picture like literally like getting like pulled out of the cardboard cutout and just like starts slowly floating down to the ground.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I turn around and I'm like I wasn't even like registering it still at first, and I just pick it up and I'm like, what the heck? Like what are the odds that the one picture I'm in? And I still just kind of wasn't like thinking much of it until all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
like boom, I felt him like just standing right there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, he was just like kind of transmitting to me like I'm okay, like tell everyone I'm okay. And I was like kind of all feeling bad that like I was kind of always the bratty little sister that would like tattle on them if they were
Yeah.
hanging out when they weren't supposed to. And so I was like feeling like, oh, I feel so bad that like made their time harder when they did have time to be together.
Feelings of guilt.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
he like literally was like sitting there reassuring me, being like, where I am, like grudges do not exist.
Right.
And like ever since then, it makes so much sense. Like I wouldn't even be able to have made that up like at that age. You know, I'm like in
Mhm.
middle school, and of course, like I always had grudges. So it's kind of like been something to tell me like grudges don't even exist. Like,
Right.
and yeah,
Girl, are you a medium?
I don't know. I don't know. But
Probably.
I
You're
I
obviously getting messages from
I
spirit.
feel like I have kind of pushed it down because when those things would happen, I would get kind of scared. Like, what if I do see them?
Yeah, because
Ever?
that's a scary thought,
Yeah,
right?
and so I've always been like, no, please, like, just don't show me.
I don't want to see you.
Yeah, but then I've kind of like now that I've gotten more used to like the idea of it,
Mhm.
and the older I've gotten, those like experiences have like faded, like because then I've had like my grandpa die, and I even joked with him right before he was dying, because he was like 96, and I would say things like, make sure and come back and like haunt me and tell me like this, like tell me the secrets of the universe and stuff,
Yeah,
and
I
I
love
haven't
that.
like really had anything happen that like is like crazy.
Mhm.
And so I don't know if that's just like age, like when you're younger you're thinner, you're closer to the bell, like
Yeah. Well, you've matured, right? That's a very good point. You, as we get older, like my daughter, she's like, nope, 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 and she just like cuts it off, like doesn't want to do anything with it.
mhm.
And so we get out of that space, right? From that child that
Right.
we are. Yeah.
Yeah, because I the okay, so actually, the I'd probably say the most recent experience I had was, not too long ago. My brother-in-law's dad passed away from a heart
Mhm.
attack, like really unexpectedly.
Oh, wow.
And what was crazy was like the week before, we were at my niece's talk at church in Sacrament, and when we got up and like I was like just still standing in the like bench, like just right by in the bench, and he came crossing in front of me, and
Uh-huh.
I just like was trying to get out of his way. And
Uh-huh.
so I felt like kind of awkward giving him a hug while we're all like smushed together anyways in the
Yeah.
like in the aisle. And so I didn't give him a hug, but he's like such a friendly guy, and like I don't know, it was like him and his wife like passing through, and I remember thinking like, oh my goodness, I feel so bad that I didn't give him a hug. He like just had this like kind of look in his face, like
Really?
is he such a just like nice like huggable guy? It was kind of like, oh, like why didn't like Sophie give us a hug? And but then I'm like thinking like, oh, maybe it's just like in my head, but like I remember even thinking like I need to go give him a hug as they were like walking out.
Something
And
was
yeah, it like came
telling
back
you.
to me like 3 or 4 different times. To the point that even that night it was we were having dinner, and I said to my brother-in-law, I'm like, Mark, is by the way, is your are your parents like huggers? Because like I never really know, because it's not like I'm close to them because they're not my in-laws. Like
Right,
I
right.
only see them very, very in passing.
Mhm.
So I'm like, is that like weird if I like do hug them? I'm just kind of like never really know. And Mark's like, oh, like my parents are big huggers, like especially my dad.
Oh,
Like he
wow.
loves
Wow.
hugs. And I'm like, no, don't tell me that. Oh, like that makes me feel so bad. And like we all like can testify like that we like had a whole conversation about like how I didn't hug him. I felt so bad, and that he's like the biggest hugger. And then literally it was like 3 or 4 days later, I get a text that he had a heart attack and didn't make
And
it.
passed
Oh my
away.
And I'm like,
gosh.
no. And then, so that's kind of like, you know how they always say just like if there's something you want to say to someone, like say it. If there's something you want to
Yes.
do, like do it, because you never know,
Mhm.
like literally you can't even fathom like the idea of it,
Mhm.
like it could be literally the last time you see someone. And like that's not even to be eerie and like like spooky, like oh, like you live in fear, like, but you just like don't even know.
Don't
Like
hold back.
yeah, you just don't
Yeah.
even know. So
I have a story. I don't think I've shared this with someone yet. So the day my dad passed away, he went in for a lung biopsy, and I called my mom's house. Oh, probably like 9:30 to check in with him and just to talk to him before I haven't even told Chelsea this, to just check in with him, wish him good luck and everything. And I called him and they didn't answer the phone. And I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. I thought maybe they already left, So I'm like, okay, that sucks. I would have liked to have talked to him. And then literally at 1:00, my mom's calling me, telling me that he passed away. And it's like, I didn't get that last conversation with him.
Yeah,
And
you knew, though.
and I mean, I'm getting emotional now talking about it, but I felt like I felt really bad at first, like, oh my gosh, I should have called again. I should have called the cell phones, which they didn't have them anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I get that feeling like I should have, and yes, we need to listen to our intuition when we have those feelings that we need to reach out to people.
Literally.
100%.
So yeah, I've lately just been like, like if I'm thinking about someone, that even if like it's someone from my past that I'm like trying to be cool and like, oh, I don't want them to know I'm thinking about them. Like,
I go through that so much.
Really? You
I'm
do?
Like, nope, I'm gonna just tell them I'm thinking about them. Sorry, there's something in my.
I know. We always get all choked up.
Yeah, I was actually feeling dumb over a text that I sent someone a couple weeks ago, and just letting them know I was thinking about them and like something reminded me of them, and I'm like, and they actually didn't respond. But it's like, it's okay. Like,
yeah, you
like,
did your part.
Yeah, they're like having their experience, and like if I had that feeling and I was thinking of them, like, what is it gonna hurt that I did let them know? Like, oh no. Like the you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
What crime am I committing by just letting someone know that I'm thinking about them? Like, that would make me feel good, even if I didn't know even if I didn't have the words to respond to them.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't know what to say. Like, it is like one of those weird situations we haven't talked in a while. So
yeah, and you never know. Maybe down the road or in the future, they're going to reach out or something to you, because I get that with people all the time where I'm thinking about them and they're calling me, or something's happened, or so I would love to hear if you hear from that person.
It's like, just goes to show like you should just like detach from the outcome and just like
yes, if so many people could detach from the outcome, right?
Just listen to your intuition regardless,
and
like,
don't overthink shit.
Don't overthink shit.
My worst thing that I do is overthink everything.
Yes, because
until you're in that point where you're like regretting, like, why did I give them that hug?
Yeah,
I had that feeling. Why did I just hug them?
It's so true. Okay, so you've had these little experiences, and like, what kind of time frame was this? Was it like over a few years that you had these different experiences over time? And when did the light bulb come on?
It was your awakening.
Yeah, when it's like, oh, wait a minute.
That's where I guess it's kind of hard to like really like put a like exact like mark on when it started, or when, like, because I kept having these like but then like if I would then like go into self-doubt or like be like, oh, but maybe like so it's like, and like, oh, maybe I'm just being delusional, or like, because I would always like be like, when it like started becoming a trend too with the like like angel numbers,
yes,
and all that, and like it was like, so yeah, I would like get these aha moments and like be like, oh, like I'm seeing all these like angel numbers and they like all these messages are resonating, but then it just like became kind of like this huge trend that then I'm like, is it just a trend?
Right.
Is it just in my head?
Is it real?
Yeah. So I honestly think that it was like at that time that like when it did really start getting big with everyone, that like I think that's probably when like they were like really trying to talk to us like in code, like,
yes,
like just to like really try to like get our attention when like these things were not the norm to like, because I was like so just like didn't know what to like. I like knew like I knew that I always believed in like angels and stuff, but it was just like I didn't know how to like even put that in like a
To process it.
yeah, to process it like into
Mhm.
belief. And I don't know if like it's just crazy like when you know like how you guys can like do you guys like just like see it, or like do you guys like, you know what I mean, like see your like how you believe and you can't like explain it.
Well, I don't even know if it's that. Well, yeah, you can explain it because, like I just said a little bit ago, people happens with me all the time, and it started with one of my very good friends. I call her my second mom. I've known her since I was probably 19. She's watched Chelsea, all my kids grow up, and we joke about it because she'd call me and I'm like, "You're never gonna believe this. I was thinking about you," and we would just laugh, and because every time this happens, and you kind of just laugh about it and don't really think about it,
Yes.
and then you have more experiences, and now that I am more connected, it's not so much shocking for me now because
Right.
I know it just happens, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, you do question as you continue to grow spiritually what something means, or and trying not to overthink it because I've done that too.
Yes. Honestly, I'm kind of trying to think now of like an exact time. And do you guys have you guys ever heard of like the or seen the like sidekick like things on like online where it's like I don't know, like I would like click onto these things and then it would like I would like subscribe to like these sidekicks on like my email, and then they'd
Hmm.
end up like just like sent like I don't know if like, and at the time I didn't know if they were just like general emails that they were being sent out or if they
Right.
were specific to me, but they always hit me so
They were
hard.
Always
resonated.
resonated.
Yes. So it got me, and I like literally it was just like when I didn't have any context for this stuff, like just didn't know what to believe in because I was
Hmm.
like yeah, just like only like knew what I was like raised to believe. And so
Right.
and then I knew what I wanted to believe, but still didn't have like the context for it. So
Hmm.
this was just the first thing that just started being like, wait, yeah, like you're speaking my language. And, like, so I just started like just like signing up for
Yeah.
all these things, and
Yeah.
like ended up like paying like $60 a month for
Oh, dang.
this guy that like would send me these like little psychic messages and these like meditations to do to like connect with my guardian angels. And so I think that's just when I like really did like start like opening up, and I really started like allowing myself to like practice it
Okay.
and
Hmm.
not like be afraid that like how it looked and stuff.
So I have a question. So you say that's not the way you were raised. So does your family now accept you?
Yes, it actually is so fun. Like even like for my birthday this year when it was like my birthday dinner, like I like pulled out like my sage and like my
Uh,
Paul, and I'm like going around and like saging them all. They all were like getting mad because of the smoke, and it's like, oh, like get it away from me. And like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that means like you need it more. Like
That's right.
You need it.
Yes.
And I have like my like Reiki music playing in my pocket that's like drums and stuff, and like
Yeah.
the frequencies. So they've now like just totally accepted it and like
I
see
love
like,
that.
okay, even though we don't understand like what the heck Sophie's doing, like
She's crazy,
yeah,
but
she's
it's
crazy,
okay.
but it's like clearly good vibes. Like,
Yeah.
she's not doing anything to hurt anyone, and like
Yeah.
or herself. Like it's good vibes. So.
That I love that. So when did you so going into the Reiki practice, when did that all come about? Like was that right soon after you kind of like started resonating with things, or what made you think that you could do Reiki on somebody?
That's
Like
a
what
really good point.
what draw, you're like, "Oh, you woke up one morning and you're like, I think I want to do some Reiki on somebody." Like, how did that start?
So I just thought it was like so fascinating after I did start realizing like, wow, this actually is like really like a real practice. And like because at first you just can't like I couldn't even fathom like what like how is this even like working, like that like you can like get someone like someone's hands can just like do this. And then I
Yeah.
started like going to this lady that she just like gives you a really accurate reading like while like she's doing the Reiki. She's
Hmm.
like okay, I can like feel in your liver that there's something from when you were 14 that you're holding on to. And
So, do you feel that? when you're doing Reiki?
No, and that's actually been a really big blockage for me because I'm really
Okay.
trying to like start my start like a business and get it going, but that's kind of holding me back because I feel
Hmm.
like I'm like, what if people don't want, or like it's not gonna feel like a real session to them if they're not getting like this full reading. But some people have said like, well, maybe that's like, maybe people don't want that like that in
Yeah.
depth of
Yeah.
it. Like maybe they just need what I can offer, and I still have
Mm-hmm.
like my things that I do that like I ask certain questions that like help us get to the answer together instead of me
Yeah.
just like knowing and seeing these things. But like my Reiki master has told me like, because like I think it just started with me like asking her a ton of questions and being like, how did you do this, and like how did
Mm-hmm.
you start? And she said that it was like her sister that got into it and then she did, and I was like, wait, what? Like you literally like you didn't, like you taught yourself, or like not taught yourself, but you like learned how to do this, like you weren't just
Mm-hmm.
born with it. And she's like, oh yeah, anyone can do it. And she just
Yeah.
kept telling me that for years, and until I finally started like clicking, like, oh my gosh, everyone can do it, like you just gotta do it, and like just gotta go
Mm-hmm.
like learn and get certified and get attuned and everything. And so um yeah, I and she still tells me, she's like, you'll like once you get your, because I just gotten my level 1. She's like, once you get your like second and third, like it'll start waking up more things in you,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be able to do like the things I do.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm like, it still doesn't, like I
You,
can't fathom it. Like I
you
really
can't
can't.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think a part of that is also me like with how I'm like kind of like tuning out the like all the like I like how I'm like I don't want to see things like, but then
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, no, maybe I do. And then like so it's like not working, and I do get worried like cuz I do want to hear things. I want to like talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, but what if like I'm still working on like protecting myself, and like what if I open that channel and then like it's like what if like it doesn't stop, or and I don't know how to stop it, or there's things I hear that I don't want to hear. Like there's still parts of those aspects that I'm trying to work through.
Yeah. It's and that's kind of what I went through when as I've grown, you do get so out of body and so, I don't know, so connected that things do come to you when you don't want it. But I also genuinely feel that our guide, spirit, whoever, energy, whatever, they're not going to give us stuff that maybe we don't want to experience.
True. That is very true.
Because I don't particularly want to see a spirit.
Mhm.
I mean, like, see them like we're sitting here, all of us, like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, there's my dad right in front of me. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to see that.
Really? I think it'd be cool.
It might freak me out a little bit, but when I do readings, I see, I do mediumship as well, and I do see loved ones come
Mhm.
through, but they're not standing or sitting like we are.
Right.
It's a
They're in
mind's
my
eye.
mind. And that to me is fine. It's not scary at all. So, yeah, I don't think that spirit would present or give us something that we might be afraid of or scared of. Because, like the hearing thing, too, I hear in my mind, not with my ears. And
Yes.
so, yes, I do see and hear spirit, but not literally or like right in front of me or with my ears. So it's
Mhm.
not scary. And my dad now, he plays with the electricity all the time.
Mm.
Mhm.
He's always messing with things. And that was another thing Taco told me when because I never pegged Grandpa to be very much of a spiritual
Mhm.
person. I would
Mm.
tell him things and then he'd tell, oh, we found this thing of Shelly's, and that's my sister that passed away, in the couch. She's with us. So he would do little comments like that. But other than that, he was kind of like, okay. But Taco told me he loves to mess with me. He loves to do things to see if
Oh,
I will notice.
that is so
So
funny.
again, but yeah, back to where we were at. I think that we get our messages how we're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Right. They yes, and they know. They know
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So that's true.
I
So
wonder if your Reiki and mediumship abilities will like sometimes in some way that'll be like something you'll do to integrate both of them.
yes.
Right. I hope. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do hope. I will say, when like you kind of like second guess yourself and like
Uh-huh.
that's what like I'm kind of working through the like, okay,
Mhm.
like even though Jody's saying I can do this one day, like yeah, I'm like, and then if I do maybe like have something that like I did intuitively feel and then like, oh, maybe that was a coincidence, or like you kind of like brush things
Oh
off.
yeah, 100%. We all go through that.
Like,
Trusting the process.
yeah, like, am I just like coming up with that in my own head, or do I
Yeah,
really
is
feel
that
that
the
I hear
Sophie
that?
brain?
Yes. So I'm like trying to kind of like filter that because I do like feel some things already, and
Uh-huh.
but like and I don't know if that's like what it means to like open up your gift is just like
Yeah.
yeah, like actually just being confident in like what you are
Yes.
hearing, and so
100%. Not second guessing the message.
yeah, just letting whatever comes through like
Mhm.
come through. But there was one time that I was doing mushrooms, and
Mhm.
it was like one of the first times, and so it's not like I didn't even know what to expect, and so it's not like I was even like just like I still even kind of second I asked myself like, did I make this up? Was this just like my own like
Was that
telling
real?
me this? But it randomly I heard a voice that said, you are psychic and you will know things
Mm-hmm.
before other people,
Yeah.
or something like
I
that.
believe
and
that.
Mhm.
and it was like so clear, and I was like, and I just like brushed it off again. And then now since then, like I'm like, hey, there are some like things that have happened since then that like maybe it's just like since they do know us so well, they like do slowly introduce you to it so that
Mhm.
they don't spook you out. They're not just gonna like overnight just like
Here,
start
have
like
all this.
yeah, like making you hear it way clearly so that like and like that like often so that you don't get like overwhelmed. So
Yeah, that's one thing Taco says is they speak to us how we will know and
yes.
understand them. Yeah,
Yes.
yep.
How you'll hear it.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yep.
what like signs you'll notice.
Yep. We're all different.
So then when you go to tell other people, like they might think it's crazy and like that like they don't believe it, or oh it's
Mhm.
just a coincidence, but it's like, hey, but you knew, and like
Mhm.
you like that's all that matters.
I don't
Yep.
believe in coincidences.
Yeah, too big a coincidence to be a coincidence.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So do the Reiki, I guess so it sounds like to me maybe or maybe you weren't, but I think you should be working on that psychic intuitive ability with your
Hmm.
Reiki.
I am gonna I am working with Taco to start like practicing soon.
Yes.
She's like already kind of been giving me little assignments to
Bless
start
her dang heart.
practicing.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like getting out of my own way for sure, and just like allowing myself to like believe that it's possible instead of
Mhm.
like oh like I don't feel anything, I don't see anything, so like I'm just gonna give up. Like
You're right, right. Quite too many questions or
yeah.
questioning
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, right?
Yes, yes. We just have to like that actually is something that came through in my ayahuasca experience. I kept trying to like I was like disappointed because I couldn't ever hear a voice of like people explain like they hear the grandmother of the
Uh-huh.
grandmother spirit of ayahuasca, and I never heard another voice, and so and it was my voice that I was hearing these things come through,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they were like just these ideas that would pop in my head, and then I just was rolling it off as ideas that were just popping like that I was just thinking of, and
That's your higher self.
and then yeah they were it like came through too. It was like, we want you to trust your own voice, so
Uh-huh.
that's why we're not letting like we don't want it to be another voice that you're hearing.
That makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
so
For
like you just
sure.
need to learn to trust it, and if you get these ideas, like it's your higher
Mhm.
self, and that is the universe, and
Mhm.
like so you just need to trust that, and it doesn't have to be another voice that you're always like getting validated from.
Yeah. So where are you at with your Reiki practice? You said you're trying to build a business.
Yeah, so I'm just like at the point of trying to find the space for it. So
Mhm.
and yeah, just there's like I like know what I'm doing like for the session, but it's like getting the like routine of it down.
Mhm.
Like okay, like when I'm going to do this, like but I'm gonna do that. And like it's also kind of like, I don't know if this is like just in my own head, but like being like, okay, now I'm going to like start hovering my hands around you. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like my own like imposter syndrome that like I kind of like start off with like pulling a card for them and then like smudging
Oh,
them
cool.
and just trying to work into it. And then like, so
Mm-hmm.
okay, now I'm going to like start like lightly hovering your body. Like, so that's why I like, it's kind of this like
Yep.
this thing in my head that I kind of laugh at, I think, because of my experience in the hospital. When
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what if they're thinking that? Like, what if they're like, what is she doing? Like, rolling their eyes at me. But I think that's just because that's what I
Yeah,
experienced.
so don't you think that if people are coming to you for the
Yeah.
Reiki
That's what
practice,
I was gonna say.
they're
Right.
obviously open to
To
it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that definitely is the imposter syndrome and you getting in your own head.
Yes.
Yeah, and remember it like changed your life.
Yes, exactly. And so I'm like, hey, I believe this, so I don't know why like I'm having these blockages for myself, thinking like, what are these like, what is other people gonna think,
Mm-hmm.
and what if since I don't like, yeah, like have a full reading for them, like it's not gonna like they're not gonna think it if they don't like, because like you do have to be aware of the subtle body to like really notice the shifts that like
Yeah.
happen from Reiki. And like it's like not, it's never just like instantly, like it's like over the next couple weeks, like you just like some like the energy's like coming to the surface, so things start shifting. So
Mm-hmm.
I am going to get my massage therapy license now,
Oh,
so
cool.
that I can like have that to like be doing like massages, and then I can be
Mm-hmm.
incorporating my Reiki
Oh,
into
I
it.
love that.
It can
Yeah.
be like an add-on, or like just like I just like want to do Reiki. And like, you know, when it's like you have your passion that like you don't even care if you like make money on that.
Right.
But then it's like, okay,
we
I
have to
still need,
live.
still need to make money. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can
Yeah.
like make my money doing massages.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
then just like be doing my Reiki just like always, like, and that's like my main goal is like I just like want like that's what I think is so cool about it, is that like we do all have access to it, and it is in our
Mm-hmm.
hands. And like we literally can all just like heal each other and like just help each other with like our hands. And like
Mm-hmm.
something I heard when I first started getting into it as well was that you can do it on plants. And I thought that was
Oh,
the
wow.
craziest thing ever. And I'm like, how, like, what? Like, you can do it on plants? And like I just like couldn't like fathom that. And like what? Like, into like my like Reiki master, I'm like, do you just like do it all the time, like on your plants? Like I would just be doing it like any chance I could. And so like I'm like, yeah, I know that like translates to now like that, like I think that's why I kind of keep putting like my business on the back burner,
Uh-huh.
because like I'm just in it for just like because I am just always doing it. And like
Yes.
even like my plant this morning when I was watering them, like I'm sitting there rubbing their leaves and like
I
just,
need
like,
to do that.
like, and like all Reiki is
Energy, right?
energy, and giving
Yeah.
energy, and like chat, like acknowledging someone else's pain, and like sending
Mhm.
it compassion. So like I like acknowledging like the plant, and like there were like these like little, there was like some like a leaf that had like kind of some like a hole in it. So I was like sitting there like rubbing it and just acknowledging its pain, and just like, I love
Oh my
you,
gosh,
like,
I love that.
yeah,
That's so cool.
just channeling its Reiki. Like, in Reiki, the definition of Reiki is universal life force. So just all of our universal life force, just like
Mhm.
seeing that in everything. And you can literally do it in objects, just like because objects have like a force too. And
Yeah, the
So just,
energy. Yeah.
like, yeah, acknowledging it, thanking it, like even just kind of like moving things around on your desk and like shaking that energy up. Like it not only changes the energy
I didn't
in the
think about
object,
that.
but it
Yeah.
changes the energy for you. Like,
I never thought about
yeah,
that. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
just shakes it up.
Maybe you could use that for like yourself for some form of protection, like from when using your
Really?
abilities.
I
Mm.
like that.
Yeah.
Really like that. To shake it up. Like, you know, like
Mhm.
some energy workers have to like cry after they're like done doing energy work to like literally expel it out. So
Mhm.
yeah, like kind of just like,
Do your wiggles.
yeah, do the wiggles. Shaking
Yeah.
the energy out.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So when you perform Reiki on someone, do you so this is where I think the intuitive comes into along with the energy.
Mhm.
Do you get drawn to certain parts of the body or places that might need more clearing? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you?
Yeah. So when I first start, I'll like go and do like a body scan and just kind of
Mm-hmm.
see like where I'll feel like normally just like a little like just kind of like a little tickle in my hand when I'm
Mm-hmm.
like get to a certain spot, and then like I'll be like, oh, like that's interesting, that's right where their liver is. And then I always like I'll always ask, what if you were to walk into a closet, what would be the last color you'd want to wear? And that helps me get to what chakra is blocked, because my theory is if it's a color you don't want to wear, it's not that you don't like that color, it's just that that chakra needs to be stimulated. And so it's like kind of opposite, like even though it's the last one you want to wear, it's the one you need the most. And because
Mm-hmm.
each color does have a frequency and like an energy to it, so and it like it does like help stimulate each chakra that is associated to that color. So that's like what I'll ask them that, and then like someone will be like, oh, my last color is orange, and then like I'll do the body scan, and like I'm like, oh, okay, I'm feeling it right here, and I'm like, whoa, that's like in the liver, and like that's where we store a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things, and that's right where your sacral chakra is, because that's right here, and their color was orange, and that's what's
Okay.
associated with the sacral chakra. So it just like it's so fun for me to like be able to like help like them figure out the answer. Like
Mm-hmm.
we do it together.
Right.
And so maybe that's why I'm not able to do what Jody does. Yeah, because like it really like is fun for me to like just ask like all these questions to like
Well, that's how
get to
we
it.
learn, and we all do things differently.
True, and I need to
Yeah.
detach from that, like or like
We don't have to
realize
be,
that.
you don't have to be like Jody, and I don't have to
Yes.
be like Taco, and Chelsea doesn't have to be like me, and we all.
Yeah, Taco doesn't like tarot, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm pulling the tarot anyway. Me and
Yeah.
Marissa.
Yeah.
We all have our own medicine.
Yeah, we all do things differently. And, you've had readings with Taco. I've
Mhm.
given you a little bit of a
Mhm.
reading. We're very different,
Yes. Everyone
and
has their own ways.
we all do things so differently, and we have our own style. And that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's what we know how spirit communicates with us and how we get messages and what works best for us.
Right. And that's what
Um,
we can't doubt.
yes, exactly, exactly. That's so cool. So, with the Reiki, I just lost my train of thought.
Darn. Oh, that's my biggest
What
pet
was I gonna say?
peeve.
Oh, do you send like healing energy if you find an area or a spot on the body? Do you like try like you remove or try to clear, I guess is the right word. And then do you send healing energy back?
Yeah, so that's like all I'm
Mhm.
doing pretty much is like they're like funny enough, when I was in ayahuasca, there was like a point that I was like this girl asked me if I could do Reiki on her throat, because she was like she had a sore throat for the last few months. And I just like naturally started like doing this thing where I'm like, huh, I've like never done that. So
Uh-huh.
that's something I don't personally do, is like I'm not I don't just like pull it
Pull,
out.
uh-huh.
Besides then, and it like literally this girl was like the next day, she's like, my throat feels completely better. That's so crazy. And so I do need to do that more. I think that is important, but I just more like to focus on like, even if there's like bad energy in there, just like just give it attention, like
Mhm.
acknowledge it. It just wants to be acknowledged. And once you just like accept like that, like okay, like yeah, like I don't know, like you do, like it's kind of like the comes back to the cleaning out the cobwebs of the souls.
Mhm.
Like you have to like yeah, like get in and just like clean out those cobwebs, and it's not gonna be like yeah, there's gonna just be old energy. It doesn't even mean it's like bad energy.
Right, right.
And I just feel like just even like just sitting like acknowledging like a spot, and like I'll put my hands over it, and it will feel like kind of like a magnet, where like I'll feel kind of heat, and just
Yes.
like sitting there just like acknowledging it, and then I'll kind of just like feel when the heat like kind of starts going down, and
Yeah.
then I know I'm done. Like yeah, I don't
That's
know.
so
It's
cool.
it's kind of like hard to explain, but it is like just like yeah, really listening to the subtle body.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to like really do massage therapy now. I've noticed when doing like practice sessions on my friends that like I do just like want to
You want to
like
rub it?
yeah, I just want to rub it,
I
and
want
like
to
I
rub it
do
out.
feel the energy in there. And so
Yeah.
and like I've had friends be like, well, like, and I've told them that, and they're like, well, you can if you want, but I'm like, no, like I want to like I'm doing this practice right now, and like so I
Mhm.
want like and you can't like I don't want to like do something I don't know what I'm doing,
Right.
and like get the lymph like all
Messed up.
yeah
Or
messed up and
not that you would mess it up, but you know
yeah,
what
but
I
like
mean.
make
Yeah.
them sick or something because
Yeah.
then like you're like turning up all the toxins and stuff. So like it is the whole thing. I actually I haven't gotten puncture done in a while, but I'm getting it for my mom for Mother's Day.
Nice.
And that and cupping, I really want to get into just all of it. Like
That's
massage
awesome.
therapy, get my acupuncture and cupping and so I'm just like Reiki's like my like core.
Right.
But like I just want to be doing all the time. Like that's what like I said drew me into it. Is I'm like, what? You can like there's just this magic power that you can literally do all the time anytime.
Right.
Like someone said you can do it on your car. Like and I was trying to get like out of a lease one time because
Mhm.
I like got stuck in this lease, this whole thing. And so I like asked this guy to like do Reiki on my car. I'm like, I just don't like I can't even see how I could get out of this. Crazy enough, I ended up getting in a car crash and like everyone was
my
okay and like
gosh.
Yes.
but it was like it kind of like careful what you wish for,
Right.
Because everyone was okay and literally like I got out of my lease, like my insurance completely covered it and like the
That's
other person got a new
amazing.
car like
Don't ask questions when we ask for things where it's coming from or how you're getting it, because it finds its way,
Yes,
right?
so yeah, you have to be careful like yeah.
That's so true. I go do acupuncture and I get allergies and my ears will get clogged up and it's painful. Like I get sinus and stuff. Anyway, a few years ago, I was doing acupuncture here and there for hormone stuff. And I went to her and I'm like, yeah, the doctor thinks I need to have a tube in my ear so it will drain. And she's like, no, do not let them do that. Let's treat it. So she treated my ear over a few times and I was totally fine. Well, I acted up recently just this year. My left ear. And so I'm calling her, Lacey, I need to, anyway. So I went and saw her and she did the treatment on me, on my ear. And my doctor was telling me, again, you might need to go back to the ENT. I'm like, I'm not having a tube in my ear as a 50-something woman. And so I went back to Lacey and she treated me. And then I went back to her a couple weeks later. And I was still kind of, like I wasn't sick, but you get clogged like sinus stuff. And I went back to her a couple weeks later and she put needles in my, like right here for my sinuses.
Oh my god.
And I went the next day, I woke up and I felt like crap. Like my head would just felt all clogged. I'm like, what did she do to me?
Oh no.
I'm questioning,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, now I'm getting sick.
Yeah.
But what happened with all of that is, so she had needles in my forehead, my head.
Everywhere.
And I woke up, felt like crap. I was sneezing for like 2 days, sneezing a ton, blowing my nose like crazy. But it was not to be gross, but it was just clear, like not infection.
It was all just coming to a surface, huh?
It just all came out in 2 days and I'm fine.
Oh my
My ear doesn't
gosh.
hurt. My sinuses are clear. I don't have sinus pressure. Yeah.
No way, because
That's
it needed to
crazy.
come out, and it just does it just moves energy. Like
Yes.
acupuncture has been really significant in my life. For
Yeah.
sure. Like I had a really bad pain on my shoulder, and nothing got rid of that until I finally did acupuncture and cupping at the same time. So I don't know
Yes.
which one, but I'm pretty sure it was the acupuncture that really just like
Yeah.
since then the pain has been gone.
Yeah. I love that you want to get into all of that because that just makes me feel like you're just this, your specialty's body healing.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
that. Body healing.
You're just the healer
Yeah.
of the bodies and the energetic flows and everything that we have in our bodies and keeping people in, well, where they need to be, grounded and clear.
I love that. Grounded and
Yeah.
clear. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that is.
You'll just be the
definitely my
little
goal.
body healer.
Yes, the little body healer.
The intuitive body healer.
I love that because that is so my goal is like if I could just like get, yeah, everyone's just body and energy just like clear and just like balance the whole world's chakras.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can all feel good. And because when we don't feel good, that obviously affects our mental,
Yes.
how we function.
Yes, everything. It affects everyone around you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything around you, like and since we are all connected and everything is energy, like
Yep.
we all feel the energy like on a subtle level, like it's there and it's real. Like even just being at the store and like you can like affect someone just by like walking by and smiling at them or like if you're like stressed, they're gonna feel that. Like
Yep. Yep.
so.
Wouldn't it be so cool? Like I always say this, but if everybody could be not just like us, but similar, where we have similar, and I'm not talking about religion stuff, okay?
Right.
But if we all could clear our bodies of all that negative and stagnant energy and everything, think how much healthier we would be, and what it would be. The world would be such a better place.
So we literally
Peaceful and happy and not sick and negative. And I just think there's so much to all of it.
It's so true. Like our bodies know what to do and they know how to heal
Mm-hmm.
unless our chakras are out of balance. So that's why if like when our chakras are in balance, then our body knows what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they are machines and that like they're well working machines when like
they're miracles, honestly. If you think about it.
But it's like, yeah, just keeping it like, yeah, keeping that energy
tuned up,
like tuned up and like I just feel like even just like people not feeling like they can like be their authentic self, like that just alone will cause so many health issues and like literally just like cause so much unalignment and like just health problems, like physical and emotional health problems.
Yes. Do you use crystals with Reiki?
Yeah, I like I'll at first when I'm like smudging them and having them pick a crystal, like I'll have I have a crystal for each color of the chakra.
Okay.
I go and put on each chakra and
okay.
And yeah,
I kind of thought so.
Yeah.
Me too.
They're the best.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to go so badly. I want to go get some geodes from like the Dugway. But that kind of scared me after you said that girl got radiation. I'm like, maybe I
just don't go in any caves and you'll be okay.
Just in caves.
Yeah, she went into a cave, like which she said they went down into this cave. I'm like, oh no, as I've gotten older, I don't get claustrophobia to the point where I have a panic attack, but even driving underground in a parking garage, I start to feel like I'm getting like closed in on, and I could never go in no. I don't even know if I could go in Timpanogos at this point.
Oh, really?
And I've been in there a couple times as a kid, but thinking about going into a big mountain, no.
It is claustrophobic. Like, it is
scary. I don't know if I could do that now.
No, it is scary.
Yeah.
I couldn't go into like a small cave where like those people that like passed away in Utah County that went into the cave.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and they like dived under and they got stuck.
Oh, see, no way.
Yeah.
No way. I could, no. I can go into a cave if it's maybe more of a cutout. Going in, like, as long as I can see the opening on the other side, I'm like, okay, if I have to, I can run and get out of here. Yeah. But I could not be like, I want to go to Egypt really bad and go on the pyramids, but I don't even know if I could do that. So cool. Because you're going so deep down in the ground, and maybe that's something I just need to do to get over my fear. But
I feel like the pyramids, have you guys ever heard of organites?
No.
Okay, so you actually should probably look into them for your EMF thing because so they're these little prisms and they like you can get big ones or small ones, but the whole theory is like they're made with like they have like copper, quartz, and resin in it, and just having those properties in it, and then into the pyramid, it like creates a vortex of energy and it like helps protect you from EMFs.
I have seen those. Yeah.
People like put them in between them and their computer, them and their TV.
I definitely need one.
Sleep with them next to their bed. Or,
Yeah.
they'll put them next to plants, and plants will just start growing like super, like just thriving.
And they're organite?
Organite.
Organite. Okay.
And I have a theory that that's what the pyramids are. Like that's what they're like. They have like all.
I
these
just got the
properties.
chills.
They
Yes.
have like quartz and resin and the
They
just-
probably do.
and
Yeah.
that's what, like they're making these huge organites, these big vortexes of energy to help like protect the land or something.
That
Wow.
is insane, but yes, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. So that's my
Wow.
theory, but
I just learned so much. I love it.
They do have some type of hidden energy.
there's
for sure.
something. There is something to them
For sure. That's so
sure.
crazy. Is there anything else you would like to share with us today?
I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much my journey. It's been fun to like. It's like cause the like just obviously we're talking about energy and stuff, but like
Mhm.
the more you understand like frequencies and wavelengths and energy, like
Mhm.
it's like fun to like see when you do put your like actually my phone screen, it says where your energy attention goes, energy flows.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's like, yeah, what you do focus on like then attracts like your friends. That's how we met.
Right.
Like I was getting psychic readings through Taco, and then now I'm friends with Taco, and now I'm friends with her friends.
Yeah.
And it's like just goes to show that you've got to like really like just like even if like yeah you like I have the imposter syndrome with Reiki, but just even just still doing it and practicing it and just doing it anyways, like then you attract people that help teach you more and then put you on that
Mhm.
wavelength, and then before you know it like you're just living that life. And that's what I
Yeah.
like just wanted so bad with Reiki. It's just, like, I just
Right.
like wanted it to be my life. That,
Yes.
like it's just so crazy that like we can just change energy and this is an interesting like way of looking at it, but I've listened to this YouTube a couple times, this YouTube video that this like lady's talking about how we all came here to learn how to manipulate energy. And at first like it kind of triggers me because manipulate's like kind of a negative word.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, no, like we are here to manipulate energy and
Mhm.
to change energy and to move
That's
energy.
true.
And, like everything is like just having a conversation, going up to someone, like looking them in their eyes and like putting your hand on their shoulder and being like, "Are you okay?" Or like, "How are you?" Like, "How are you really?" Like that's like
Mhm.
really like just like giving like that acknowledgement, like it changes the energy and like really like
Yes.
helps like just channel that person's universal life force, like wakes them up, like wow, like I like just being seen and like
Mhm.
seeing other people,
Yeah.
seeing like them have that like aha, like changes your energy. Like they say
Mhm.
like the person doing the Reiki is getting just as much of the exchange and like getting just as much of
Good. Yeah.
the energy and they're getting
Mhm.
their Reiki channeled too. And
Yeah.
they're
That's-
yeah, it's just a full circle. So it's like
It's
why wouldn't we
amazing.
be doing this all the time?
Right.
It's so good. You can like yeah, even just with the like changing things around on your desk, or like wearing a different color and or wearing different colors that you haven't been like if you wear more black, then like switch it up to browns, or just like more bright colors if you wear like darker colors, and just like changing it up wherever you can. Changing your phone screen,
Mhm.
like even or if you like even like how we were talking about sticky notes, like I
Yeah.
had all these sticky notes on my mirror, and then I was like, okay, now I'm kind of used to them and I'm not really paying attention to them, so then just like changing them up and like moving them in
Move it.
different
Yeah.
places,
So it's
now
different.
I'm focusing on them. It's just like literally
Mhm.
changing the energy, and changing up anything changes energy instantly. Like
Yep. That's so
it's that
true.
easy.
I have another story real quick. Last time we were together, we were talking about the whole chakra and the colors and stuff. Bless you. And we were talking. So I love the color purple, but I don't feel like I look good in it. Like I feel
Mhm.
off in it. And we were talking about how what did that mean?
Like it, just the last color you'd want to wear. Is
Yeah,
the, like,
yeah,
your
yeah.
chakra that needs to be stimulated.
Yeah, so my mom's birthday was the day before Easter, and we both love the Peeps. And I bought her a Peep shirt for
She
her
loves
birthday.
that shirt.
And I bought me one.
Yes.
And they're purple, and they
I
have little
love that.
peeps on them. And when I was ordering them, I'm like, maybe I'll get me a black one because they
Oh
was
my
purple.
gosh, yes.
And I thought, just get the purple. Be the same as your mother. Just get the purple. It'll be cute. So,
Oh.
yeah, so I took her shirt to her on her birthday, and then we got together for Easter at her house, and I wore my peep shirt, and she did. And I got all ready, and I came upstairs, and my husband says to me, "Oh my gosh, you look so cute in your little peep shirt." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I needed that."
Oh, I love that.
But then it made me feel more comfortable, because
Yes.
Shelly loved purple too, my sister.
Mhm.
And I just never felt like I could wear it. But now it's like, okay, that's given me the confidence to be like, maybe try some purple out again.
Yes. Because that's like why I asked specifically what the last color you'd wear is, not even like what color you like your last color you like.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not about not liking the color. It's just what the last color you would wear, because that's most likely the last color you have around you. 'Cause if it's
Yes.
the last color you wouldn't wear, it's like it's the last color you're choosing and that you are wearing or that you do have around you, and we like
Mhm.
we need that color's energy at least in our aura field. Like
Mhm.
even if it's just like maybe you just get a candle that's purple and you light that every night, and so you just like you are feeling that energy of purple.
Mhm.
And yeah, purple is the crown chakra, so that's like the angel's frequency. Purple's like a prayer, and it just like goes down each chakra. Like the blue is my favorite color, and I think that the color that is the first color you would choose is the one that's the most stimulated,
Yeah.
most in balance, and
Yeah.
then blue is your throat chakra, and I talk a ton, like so it's just like yeah.
Do you
and
like to wear blue?
I do, but I actually try to wear less blue because of knowing this
Oh,
now.
okay,
And
okay.
because I'm trying to like not be
Balance.
so overstimulated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like
That
wearing
makes sense.
the last color I would wear is brown, so I try to focus on wearing more browns and
Uh-huh.
neutrals and tans, and then less blue, so that I can just kind of regulate and balance it.
Yeah.
Because like most of the stuff, like I do choose if I'm choosing something, or like if it's like a candy, I'm gonna choose a blue one.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch it up and get a yellow one, or
Yeah.
like I'll just change like my phone cases, just all different colors, and just like have that something that you always have around you. So, and it literally like I'll get a new color and it just changes the whole energy. Like
So, Chelsea, what's the least favorite color you would want to wear?
Well, I just don't feel like I look good in white, but if it was out of like the colors, I have a hard time wearing oranges and yellows, I would say.
Yeah.
hey, that's funny because it's always
Mhm.
when people say orange, they say yellow. If they say yellow, they say orange.
Really?
And those chakras are right next to each other, the solar
Mhm.
plexus and sacral chakra, and it's your
Oh,
center.
wow.
So I always tell people, like, you don't even have to wear it. You could just go watch more sunsets or light a candle because of the flame is orange and
Mhm.
yellow.
I did an orange candle lately for a spell.
You did?
Mhm.
Hey, I
Awesome.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what's interesting too, because I always like to like come back to like whatever color the first color you said was, even if like you're like, oh, you just kind of were like, well, I don't think I look good in white. I don't think it's an accident that you said white.
Mhm.
That was like what was supposed to come out. So white, not even just energetically, like psychologically, it when you wear white, you're showing that you're open to like have a
Mm.
conversation, or like open to
Okay.
receive, or like
Oh.
like you're open to socialize.
Right.
When you wear black, you're like showing like, hey, like I'm closed off, which is okay. Like like you just like I don't want to like connect today, or no,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean, like just you're protecting yourself.
That's
Mhm.
why Star only has black clothes.
Well, yeah, and a lot of witchy people wear black for
To
protection.
protect. So yeah, and
Okay.
just if you just kind of like think about it, like, okay, I'm going out in a crowd, so I should wear black so I can protect myself. Okay, I'm going out with my mom, so I want to be more open, and so I'm gonna wear white.
Yeah.
Oh,
And just
interesting.
Kind of like it's just all
Mhm.
energy and psychology, and
It's so
it's all
crazy.
connected.
There's so much information. It's so crazy how everything is just so connected.
Yeah, well, and colors are the one thing we can connect back to that like man has not made up or changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
True.
It's just out in nature. It's in the sky. It's in the clouds. It's in
That
the
is
flowers.
so true.
The grass. So like that is the one thing in nature and on Earth that we can connect to, that we know is true.
Yes.
That like no one has like told us is true, or
No, that's not green. The grass is blue.
Yeah, yeah, like it just is. And so like And if like the earth is just like doing that, like that,
Mhm.
like we should mirror that. Like and like we used to live outside, and like that was like where we came from. So
Yes.
if we have more colors around us and make sure we're not forgetting any colors, and that's why I always go to the last color you'd wear, so we can make sure it gets you more of that color around you. But it's
Yeah.
not just focus only on that color. Make sure you just have a good rainbow balance. Like
Yeah.
they call it the rainbow diet. Like it's like what is in your diet. I like to look at my laundry every load, like when I'm folding it. Like okay, yeah, what colors am I wearing more of? What colors do I not have it in here at all? And
Mhm.
yeah, just switch it up with like everything, anything you're wearing, your shirts, your underwear, your socks,
Yeah. Yeah.
like yeah, if you normally just switch it up. Like if you normally wear white socks, wear some black or some like rainbow socks and
It's interesting that now that I'm thinking about all of this, you know how now like people dress a lot more casual and people do, I feel like, wear more color and not necessarily things that match. Does that make sense? Like
yes.
people will wear striped pants with uh, polka dots, or do you know what I mean? Or florals
Yes.
and stripes, and like I wear camo with a different, not even like a different print top or something instead of a solid color.
No,
And so
totally.
how people are or the socks, how they'll wear different kinds of socks on each foot, different
Yes,
colors,
like
different.
switching it up.
Yes,
Like we're
that's
like yeah, we're
that
having
just
more
I thought about
flexibility
that.
with like
Yeah.
being able to just like wear whatever and it, like even if it doesn't match it like
Whatever
matches.
we feel, you know.
Yeah, just like it looks good because it's just like a variety and it's fun, it's
Yeah,
bright and just like
that's
we're all the things,
interesting.
just adding texture to life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay, Sophie. Thank you
Yeah, that was
so
so
much
fun.
for
That was
joining
so
us.
good.
We're so grateful you were willing.
Of course, of course. Come hang out with you guys.
Yes.
I'm anytime.
We'll be doing this
Always.
again.
Yes.
Yeah,
way
you
better.
need to come on more. I
Hey,
think.
Yeah.
when I like actually get like my Reiki started and everything, I'll have to come on and talk about that.
Yeah, and share more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like get
for
it
sure.
popping.
Yes.
Just gotta do it. Just get out of my own way. Thank
Yep.
you guys. That was
Thank
fun.
you.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Yay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.